Finding your life's path. So what's your purpose in life? People say, how do you know that you love martial arts? Like, how do you know if you love to sing? A lot of people don't have any hobbies. They don't know what they like to do in life. So a lot of people struggle with finding their life path. You know, should they go to college? What should they do after college? Should they be a doctor? Should they be a lawyer? Should they be a teacher? Should they be a firefighter? Should they be a police? It's one of those things where you have to remember that you live in a society where majority of everything or all everything is made up. So you have to think about it. If you were the only person on this earth, before anybody was around, you're the only one, what would be your life path? You wouldn't be thinking about being any police, any firefighter, nothing like that, because all that stuff wouldn't exist, because nobody wouldn't have made it up already. You see? So you just be by yourself, so you just basically would come up with something on your own, from out of your own mind, your own thoughts. So since you're not here on the earth by yourself and you have billions of people around, how do you find your path, your way, your life path? As I said, this is something that you don't really have to find a way in life. You can just do what you're doing right now. And if it's nothing, that's what you're doing, nothing. Nobody have the right to judge you on whatever you want to do or whatever you're not doing. As I said, majority of everything, all of everything is all man-made. So if you choose to do nothing, that's fine. Eventually, after a while, you will pick up something, and if you don't, that's okay. Life will go on. Maybe sitting in one spot could be a path. Just meditating, that could be a path in life. Some say, going back to the past, it's not a good thing. Always look to the future, which I agree on certain things. But you have to remember that there's a lot of things from the past that's a foundation that you can learn from the past and comes back into the future. So the past is the future. Everything revolves right back around. The cycle comes right back around. If you pay attention to the earth, to the planet, you will see that what you're doing right now, or whatever is going on right now, it has happened before. So the past is the future, and the future is the past, if you get that concept. So everything that you're seeing right now has happened before, and everything is just going to revolve back around in a circle. Same thing, spiral back around, same thing, same exact thing. The difference now that you're seeing is technology. Technology makes things look different, changes things because of how advanced technology have gotten over the years or over the times. You see? If you take away technology, then what would you have? If you take away all the cell phones, take away all the computers, you just go back to basics, then what would you have? You would basically have the same thing every day, same exact thing, the same cycle. It's an illusion. Fast speed internet, different cell phones, it's a thing, it's an illusion. It's not real. You see what I'm saying? When it comes to an art form, movement, music, sound, those things are going to keep on revolving around. And you could date back to the 60s, 50s, date back to dancing, to the martial arts, to Bruce Lee, to Fred Astaire, to James Brown, Michael Jackson. Everybody samples everything. So the dancers today sampled James Brown, sample Freddie Astaire, sample Sammy Davis Jr., sample Michael Jackson, you know. Majority of all the martial artists sample Bruce Lee for his philosophies, his quotes, for his way of kicking, his movement, Jeet Kune Do, which Bruce Lee's Jeet Kune Do, Bruce Lee sampled that. Sample from boxing, sample from fencing, sample from judo, sample from taekwondo, sample from karate, and just take everything from every style and made it his own. And then come up with his own concept, his own way, but this basically is other people's way. Basically, he just mixing it together and is calling it Jeet Kune Do, the way of the intercepting fist. You see what I'm saying? So everybody is sampling, because that's just how it goes. Everything is just going to revolve back around again. It's the same thing. Same exact thing. As I mentioned, the technology, the illusion part, technology is moving, it's changing all the time. You know? Human beings are changing too. People are changing. The planet stays the same, but because of the destruction, the way how we treat the planet, it's it's heating up. So you might see a lot more disasters going to be happening from the earth. A lot more hurricanes, a lot more earthquakes. Going to get a little hotter, a little colder in certain spots. So the earth is just changing because it's just the way how we're treating it. We're treating the planet. But as far as things that you're doing on the earth, like art, music, stuff, is just a revolving concept. And sometimes, if you're dealing with an art form, going back to the past and sampling something is a good thing, because you have to think about it. If you're doing a kick, like I'm doing this roundhouse kick here, I just didn't get up one day and just start kicking from out. Say I was a couple of months old. I never just started doing kicks. I had to learn it from somebody before I could even kick like that. There was something that I saw, somebody that I see doing it, and I sampled it. I could do it in a different formation by moving my body in a different way, but the point still remains. I saw this roundhouse kick, this Moashigiri, Jordan Moashigiri, from somebody else, and I sampled it. That's what I'm saying. There is nothing really new nowadays. Everything is just revolving, and people are taking things back from the past and bringing it back to the future. Bob Marley sampled, Bruce Lee sampled, Will Smith sampled, Tupac sampled, MC Hammer sampled, Vanilla Ice sampled. Everybody is sampling everybody's thing, because that's just how it is. Everything is just revolving. Everybody is just dibber-dabbling in everybody's past and bring it back to the future, but just maybe put a little twist in it. You know what I'm saying? And that goes for everything. As I mentioned, the earth is changing because of global warming. That's the only difference to now. Back in the days, it probably wasn't so hot or cold because of how we treat the planet. The planet is just getting heated up. It's getting hotter and it's getting colder in some spots. And as I said, through technology, the cars are changing, the computers are changing, phones are changing. But if you take away all that stuff, you're going to be stuck with yourself. And what do you do with yourself? You're going to create with yourself. You're going to be more artistic, and there's just so much you can do with your body, in motion, in your thinking. You're going to start going back to the past, bringing stuff back from the past into the future, and you're going to make it your own. That's exactly what's happening right now. So if you want to find your path in life, sometimes you need to take a step back to the past, do your research on what you might be interested in or what you feel you're interested in, incorporate it into what you're doing, and then make it your own. So you're basically just gonna sample from your favorite actor, could be, if you're interested in acting, your favorite artists in drawing, artists in music, musician, martial arts, whatever you're interested in, you're going to sample it and you're going to take it and add it to what you're doing, which is going to make whatever you're doing better, because there's a foundation to everything. I believe there is a foundation to everything. A foundation, stance, movement, balance. It's like you're building a house. There's a foundation on building that house from the bottom up. If the foundation is weak, the house is going to crumble. So that goes for music. There's a foundation in singing. There's a foundation in martial arts, your balance, your stance. So those things, if you're trying to change that, your foundation is going to be weak. A lot of those foundation has already been created from the past, from dancing, Fred Astaire, Sammy Davis, Michael Jackson, James Brown. A lot of movements, Bruce Lee, a lot of those formation movements have already been created already. Those guys got those movements from somebody else. Also, they got the foundation from somebody else. So there's a foundation to everything that you're doing. Just like I said, you're building a house from the bottom has to be without sturdy or strong foundation, unless it's going to crumble on you. So that goes for dancing. If you have no balance in your movement, you don't have proper formation, you're going to fall down, you're going to hurt yourself, you're going to break your leg, you're going to twist your ankle. You know, you have to have foundation. It has to be there. So you're sampling to add to what you're doing with the proper foundation.